And again, keep the pressure up at all times. We're going to go barrel on the back, so maybe if he tries to log early, it's going to miss. And he does. He logs early. It worked, and that's going to end up winning the game for us. How crazy is that? One prediction and one bait. He fell for it, and that's GG's. Hey, what is up, gamers? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing with one of the best and most skillful decks in all of Clash Royale. And before I dive into detail about this deck, I just need you to take a look at the fact that we are rocking 0 spells in this deck. And yes, I know Goblin Barrel is a spell, but you know what I mean. This deck has skyrocketed in popularity over the last 3 seasons thanks to players like HypnoCR for putting it on the map, and players like Riley and Muhammad Light for using this deck in the World CRL Finals. So yeah, it's a pretty good deck. It also has the 3rd highest win rate in Ultimate Champion as seen on Royale API. And while it's not necessarily the easiest deck to use, the outplay potential of a deck like this cannot be understated. And on top of that, this deck is just so incredibly satisfying to just outskill your opponent with a wall breaker kite or a split lane push that takes both towers at the same time. Pause. This deck is just so great. So I'm going to be grinding Ultimate Champion with this deck today and showing you how to cook your ops with it. But as we know, talk is cheap. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay right now. Alright, into our first match of the video against Brian Chino. And I love this deck. It's so fun. I mean, it's good as well, but I mean, the way that it challenges you, like, yeah, it's a 2.8 elixir cycle, but like the cards are flying. It's really fast. Being able to defend with a Dagger Duchess and no big source of DPS other than like a Dark Goblin is really difficult. Okay, there's a lot of Hog in this meta. I've seen Hog, Goblinstein, Firecracker, Earthquake kind of make a resurgence. Probably because of the Goblinstein. So we're going to activate King Tower and just take this Princess chip. I'm ready for a Hog Rider here. We'll see if he goes in with it. We're just going to go Valkyrie low and then have our cannon ready. No Firecracker in cycle though. Okay, there's the Hog. We're going to be ready. If he goes for the EQ, we can go for a Dark Goblin. Otherwise, we're just going to let it go. Interesting Hog. Not bad. Just interesting. No Firecracker, so this is a good play. It's going to go just behind the Valkyrie. Nice. We get that out of hand. We're going to pressure with an Ice Spirit and get a little bit of chip. He doesn't have anything cheap. Oh, he has an Ice Spirit in cycle. Okay. So I would consider this match relatively 50-50. You need to try and exploit your Evo Barrel and your Evo Valkyrie, kind of like with all decks, right? It's like, can you get value out of your evolutions? And that's how you're going to be able to win these sort of just 50-50 matchups. So just going to let this go, really taking advantage of my King Tower, placing this low. I'm going to try and predict the Firecracker. I'm going to go Wall Breakers here. He places it in the back. It's really not the end of the world. Playing those Wall Breakers was absolutely worth, like, being wrong. Like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. He still needs to spend on my Princess, so this is just like awkward for him. Okay, we're gonna go Gang Surround just to make sure this doesn't get on our tower. And perfect. He actually wastes, well, not waste, but he has to spend 4 elixir on the Princess, so we're chilling. Okay, we're just gonna reset with the Princess in the back. We have our Evo Barrel coming up, but he also has his Evo Firecracker coming up, so we're just gonna keep that in mind. What I like to do when I have the Evo Barrel in cycle is go for like Wall Breaker splits. A lot of the times because they tank for the barrel, which is really nice. So you can see they're going to tank for both barrels. Like, look at the right side and the left side. And it's just awkward to defend. Nice. We get good damage on the right. That usually works. Okay, we're going to go like that here. Firecracker. Going to get pretty much decimated by that. He's going to get 1 Hog shot, but no more, which is good. Nice. Valkyrie going to take care of that. We're going to get a nice, almost a connection, but he just used his log, so let's go like this. I'm just going to let that Firecracker go because Princess plus Dagger Duchess takes care of it. Oh, I guess not. Alright, so far so good. Minus that 1 Hog shot and that little misclick on miscue on the Firecracker, but it's not that big of a deal. I think it's really important in these matchups to stay patient, you know, not get antsy. Trust your defense, trust in your abilities. I see people get into trouble when they do get like kind of antsy. So don't want to get antsy in these situations, just want to protect everything. Minimize the value that this Firecracker gets. Keep my Princess alive. Okay. And you don't have a spell for the Firecracker, so you can see here he's trying to kind of like protect this Firecrackers, get under my skin a little bit, and it does an okay job. We're gonna have the cannon ready here. He goes Hog, we're gonna go bang, bang, bang. Beautiful. We actually kept that from hitting our tower entirely, which I have to say is kind of amazing. We'll see which side he logs. He actually logs that side. I don't know why he would have logged the side that I had less damage on. It was just weird. Okay. Oh, maybe a connection? Nice. That's huge for us. I'm going to do this. We don't have, like I said, we don't have a big spell. Great prediction by my opponent. Well played. Okay. He can start to go for Earthquake cycle, so we need to just be mindful of that. He's going to go for an Earthquake here, so we're going to go like this. And again, keep the pressure up at all times. We're going to go barrel on the back, so maybe if he tries to log early, it's going to miss. And he does. He logs early. It worked, and that's going to end up winning the game for us. How crazy is that? One prediction and one bait. He fell for it, and that's GG's. He played really well. We ended up just playing a little better. Like I said, 50-50 matchup, so we'll hold that W. See you in the next match. All right, up here against Felipe 18. I think I've played against this guy before. I just recognize the name, but I could totally be wrong. In terms of starting plays with this deck, you can always just open up with the Goblin Barrel. It's good. It helps you get to your Evos as well, so it's a pretty fine play. Looks like he's going to be running possibly 2.6. It kind of depends. If he fireballs this Princess, I would say it's 2.6. Okay, he's running Hogs. Hog's EQ is pretty popular in the current meta. I don't know for sure if it's that, but like I said, it's just popular. Okay. I'm going to go barrel in the back because I don't want him to be able to log the front and the back, like hit the Princess with it. Okay, so log, delivery, earthquake. This deck is always meta. There's always a variant of it. It'll either have Goblinstein or it'll have Queen or it'll have something like that. So it's definitely what this guy's playing. I'm going to let this Princess go. I don't have a great way to protect it without overextending, so just going to take a breather. You want to try and take damage where you can get it here, sometimes with Princesses at the bridge, but in general, it's better to Princess in the back because it gets more leverage on defense. He doesn't have a direct way of killing the Princess other than a log, but if he's logging the Princess, he doesn't have his log for anything else, so I'm kind of cool with that. Yeah, nice. So like I said, doesn't have log for anything else here. No skeletons in cycle, so let's go like this. And remember, no log, right? No log. He has to go delivery at some point. And what is he delivering on? Evo Skeletons, the old get out of jail free card. That's unfortunate. That was my fault for not tracking a cycle, because if he didn't have Evo Skeletons there, it would have been a very, very difficult defense. So that Evo Ice Spirit's not going to break through the Dagger Duchess. I like what they tried to do. It would have worked against the Princess Tower. So almost a breakthrough play there, but well played to my opponent to have his Evo Skeletons in cycle to defend my Evo Barrel. So we're going to keep that in mind. Try not to let that happen again, right, where we're going all in when they have their Evos in cycle. Princess in the back, like I said, if he's logging it, that is super fine with me. I don't mind that. Go Dark Goblin high here. I think it won't snipe it. Yeah, it'll snipe it like off to the side, and he still has to spend on it. So delivery's going to come down. Log comes down. Let's do this. He can defend with Skeletons. I'm curious to see if he does. Okay, Ice Spirit Skeletons. That's fine. Okay, if he goes Hogs here, my Evo Valkyrie gets a lot of value. So we'll see if he opts to go for that. He actually wisely doesn't, but he kind of mistimes the Queen ability and misplays that log. So let's go all in here. We got to spam him, right? Okay. We're going to get damage somewhere because he misplaced that log. Nice. We get damage over on the left, so that's good. No damage is too small to celebrate in this matchup, let me tell you. Okay, I actually want him to go pigs here. That would be ideal for me. Oh, that is bad. Okay, if he's smart, he'll go pigs on the right. But it looks like he... Yeah, there they are. I was like, that's the right play. Dark Goblin's going to do their best, but because of that log value that we gave him, it was tough for us to defend. All right, we're going to let this breathe. Like I said, having a Princess down at all times is ideal. He's cycling back to pigs, but we do have a cannon in cycle, and we have our Valkyrie in cycle, so we're going to drop both of them here. Ice Spirit down low because this one's going to get, this little piggy over here is going to get a lot of damage. I need to be careful. Okay, so I need to be mindful of the Evo Skeletons, so I'm going to place the barrel in front in case he goes Evo Skeletons. Okay, he actually does delivery and Evo Skeletons. Princess early because if he pops the Queen ability, it'll still go down. Okay, he pops it really early, actually. Okay, cannon high in case he goes for the pre-earthquake. Okay, we've lost our lead, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Let's go Dark Goblin to snipe this cannon. No cannon in cycle, and Valkyrie's tanking, and he logs the right side. He shouldn't be able to stop this unless he cycles back to another cannon, but yeah, he does. But he eats 2 Valkyrie shots, so now we're in the lead by about 1,000. This matchup is all gas, no brakes. Like, I'm trying to commentate it as best as I can, but it just happens so fast, it's a little difficult for me. Evo Valkyrie is your saving grace in this matchup. Okay, Goblin Barrel here. This matchup always goes into OT. Like, it just does. Okay, I'm actually going to play my Evo Valkyrie early here. And to get back to his second one. His cycle is really quick right now because he has the 3-card cycle. Okay, logs like that. Let's apply pressure while defending. It's a great strat. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and then he pre-logs, so bang bang. Valkyrie living there is huge. He won't get back to his second ability in time, but he does get back to his second set of hogs, so we have to get this Valkyrie and gang down. Gives him earthquake value, but he has a big deficit to make up. I think the key to this matchup as well is spreading out your Dark Goblin and Princesses where they can't log both of them. That log comes down late, Dark Goblin locks on, that's huge. That's game-winning damage right there. He's going to have to go for like a desperation push here. As long as we park the bus, we should be okay. I'm going to do this to get him to pop the ability early, and he has to go Pigs here. Valkyrie to protect. He doesn't want to Pigs into Valkyries, so that's going to be a good game. Really, really tough matchup. Like, he has Earthquake, Log, and Delivery, so I really don't think that's our matchup. I think it could go either way, but that's how you play it. GG's to Felipe. We'll hold that dub. See you in the next match. Alright, into our next matchup against Queen Rocks, and that last matchup was just like... just all gas, no brakes, like I said. I feel like it's a little bit draining, so sorry if it's a little hard to keep up. I try to articulate while I'm playing, but truthfully, it's hard to multitask. I've been doing it for a little while now, and it just takes skill, so hopefully it's entertaining, and at the very least, the gameplay somewhat speaks for itself. We see the freeze come down. My initial thought is balloon freeze. I've been seeing a little more balloon freeze than I'm used to. For whatever reason, maybe it's making a resurgence. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be balloon freeze. You can tell by the lumberjack and the freeze. That's enough cards. Maybe P.E.K.K.A. balloon freeze as well. We're going to see. Because of that, I kind of want to wait on my Dark Goblin. Because I know he has NATO. So let's just do this. Just going to kind of let this go. Maybe I can get a King Tower activation. Maybe not. Just really just trying to save my Dark Goblin for the balloon is like my main shtick. Yeah, the fact that he ignored that makes me think that he was going to go all in. Okay, no. He goes for the King Tower activation instead. I don't know if I agree with that, Loki. Failed King Tower activation. I guess it'll pay dividends over the course of the game, so that was probably a good play. Okay, so as long as we manage our Psycho well, we are aware of the Dark Goblin, aware of the freeze, aware of our building placement, we're going to be okay. Looks like he just goes for the Lumby. Could freeze here, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. Alright, so balloon freeze. Cannon placements are important. It's important not to overcommit offensively because usually this deck's really aggressive. You kind of want to spam your opponents. You don't want to overcommit because these players are just waiting for one mistake to punish you. Literally, they're just waiting. They're waiting for you to overcommit, for them to get their one good balloon and just like take your entire tower. So just be careful. Let's go like this. Ice Spirit double barrel. And I mistimed that so we don't get any damage. If the Ice Spirit was tanking there, we would have got good damage. I'm fine going Princess here. He has to spend at least 3 elixir to take this off the board. We'll see if he opts to go in. He doesn't, so let's just go gang here. And Wall Breaker's early, so it's hard to bar barrel everything. Okay, opts. He just opts to go for the Ice Wizard. That's fine. Ice Wizard is not a threat on offense. Like, it's really not, so I can kind of just ignore it. And you can see he's waiting for his time to go in here. He's waiting. He's just waiting for me to make a mistake. Okay, he finally says, I'm going to go in with the P.E.K.K.A. You can kind of consolidate your troops because they don't usually run a big spell, so I don't have to worry about him like fireballing everything or lightning-ing everything or anything like that. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go in here. He used his NATO, so I think that was low-key a mistake because now I can take care of all of this relatively easily because usually they need the Tornado in your Dark Goblin. But he can't do that right now. Let's do this. And Cannon High. I just wanted to pull that in. Dark Goblin is going to come back and help out, so shoutouts to Dark Goblin. Truly the MVP of this matchup, at least it feels like it. Let's go like this. And he needs to pick which side he's going to defend. I should have gone Real Barrel on the Dark Goblin side, but that's okay. This matchup is pretty much you're in control of the tempo the entire time, and if you make one mistake, you lose. That's kind of how it works. Kind of a weird, it's just a weird and frustrating matchup. And he opts to eat those wall breakers. That's kind of his way of saying, hey, I'm going all in on this push. Like, good luck. At least that's what how I would interpret that interaction of just kind of ignoring everything. Okay, we're going to do this, and we're actually going to pull the balloon over to the other cannon as well. That's the benefit of pre-placing a cannon. It's like, then you can get a second one down. Okay. Dark Goblin absolutely just a menace on defense. Okay. Once again, he's going to have to NATO this, otherwise... Okay, no, he goes Bar Barrel. Okay, let's go like this. He used his Bar Barrel. If he just ignores this, it's going to take his entire tower, probably. Nice. He has to waste his freeze defensively. That's what this deck does so well, is it forces people like into a defense that they don't want to do. You can see this man, I'm sure, did not want to go for that freeze. We're going to do this to keep our princess healthy. Just making it so it's uncomfortable for him to go in. Okay. Low Valkyrie here is our best friend. And when is he ever going to go in? When is he ever able to go in? Like, he just doesn't feel comfortable. Beautiful. And that's just going to shred that entire... Oh my gosh, that shredded that entire Electro Dragon. Okay. So far, so good. He just sets up the P.E.K.K.A. I respect it. We got to set up a cannon here. Pressure while defending, like I said. Name of the game. Just having so much spam down. Don't know how he's supposed to break through. No tornado in hand, no tornado in hand, no tornado in hand. That's what I talked about. We're going to go cannon here and Goblin Gang high just to keep our Dark Goblin healthy. He needs to get back to a tornado. He's not going to. And that's going to cost him. Like, he needs to be better with his tornado usage. Tornado is the only way of dealing with all the spam. And you can see, man, I'm sure the frustration is starting to boil over, but at the end of the day, this is our matchup to lose. So, kind of a boring matchup in the sense of, like, you know, he can't break through, I can't really break through unless he makes mistakes, but sometimes that's how you have to win. So, a 5-minute game, GG's to Queen Rocks. We'll see you in the next one. Alright, up here against this player. And that last game was just... It was long, man. A lot of times when you play this deck because you don't have a big spell, you just need to expect that there's gonna be long matches. That's the way Clash Royale goes. You don't have like a rocket or something that you can hit the fadeaway with. Well, we missed one of them. And whenever I see Snowball, I always think Balloon, but looks like he might be... Ooh, could be Giant Graveyard. Probably not with the E-Spirit, though. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a cannon. Giant does really well against Dagger Duchess because it just eats up all the daggers. So we're going to see. Okay, Prince comes down here. Can't really do anything about it. Okay, fortunately, he played the Bomber, like, low. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It looks like he knows what he's doing, so I'm sure it is intentional. And this is kind of what I was talking about where, like, all my daggers just get eaten up by all of the spam that he has going. So less than ideal, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to pressure here. I do want to take advantage of this counter push. He's probably just going to ignore, yeah, the Dark Goblin. Nice. Then I ended up getting a really good damage, but this counter push is going to be nasty. Okay, I'm going to go like this. Hopefully he doesn't go for arrows or something. In hindsight, I should have spread that out. That was kind of risky if he went for like arrows onto the Princess and the Ice Spirit. It could have been disastrous for me. I need to watch out for the Miner. If he goes Miner here, I might go Gang. Yeah, and just try and keep this alive. And I failed. But that's okay. It forced out an E-Spirit from him. Okay, so Giant beatdown with Miner. As the game goes on, this gets worse for me, so I need to be mindful of that. I'm going to try and juke him out. I'm actually going to go Real Barrel on the opposite side, because I think he's going to defend the other side. We're going to see if we're going to be able to get a lot of damage. And we basically did juke him. Look how much damage we're going to get. That was great. That was exactly what I wanted. Okay, we're going to go like this. Pull over the Giant as far as possible and just kind of hope for the best. Okay. Fortunately, the E-Dragon gets taken care of, and now we're set to go opposite lane. He uses the Snowball. One of these connects. Nice, we force out the Miner. That's all that you can do with this deck is kind of like apply non-stop pressure and hope that they can't build up a giant push. Giant, for lack of a better word, giant push, but literally like a massive push. Okay, he has Evil Bomber in hand. I do need to be mindful of that. Let's be careful. Set up the defense. Okay. Dagger Duchess is going to be a great asset here. Okay. I want to pressure right away. I don't want him to feel like he can just go in here and just ignore everything. Okay. Mission accomplished, I suppose. Okay, spreading everything out. So you see how he couldn't support his giant push? That was exactly what we wanted. That was exactly what we wanted. We just didn't want him to be able to support all of that. Okay. Just gonna let that Miner do its thing. We're getting great damage on that side, and that's good. That's a good game. Really, really well played by us. It's kind of a mix of pressuring but defending. You noticed he was never able to get a really big push altogether because we were pressuring the opposite lane. So GG's, well played. We'll see you in the next game. Up here against Afterlife. I think that's a cool name. Sometimes I play against people and they're like Clash God or they're like Destroyer, and I'm like, all right, those names are cheesy. But I kind of like Afterlife. I don't know. It's like it's subtle, okay. See what he does here. It's probably a good game. Dude, Lava Hound's so tough. Lava Hound against Dagger Duchess is just like, legitimately, you're cooked. I'm not even lying. Like, they just go all in, you lose. So I'll probably keep this in here because you're going to see me get clapped. Because there's very little that I can do in this situation. Not even just saying that. Like, I just can't do that much. As soon as he gets enough elixir to, as soon as he gets enough elixir to do that, yeah. This is for sure what I would classify as like a hard counter, especially with the Dagger Duchess. So, I mean, I'm happy to see Lava Hound in the meta, more. It hasn't been super, super popular, at least not recently. So it's nice to see it making a resurgence. I'm going to try, but my man can literally just rinse and repeat of ignoring my pushes and going in. So that's probably what we're going to see. So you hate to see it if you're me, but if you're a Lava Hound fan, you love to see it. We're going to go like this to apply pressure. And he just ignores it. Like I said, just going to go all in, all right? play Lava Hound. Why would you ever have to defend? Why would you ever have to defend? Go like this. Keep this off my tower. And I failed. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is brutal. Your boy is cooked. I can't defend lava here. Okay, at least the Inferno Dragon went in front, but it's still by no means is it like an at least. By no means is it good. My only hope is he goes all in and I can kind of catch him cheesing. Yeah. But there's just no way I get this down in time. Yeah, GG's. We tried our best, but if you play against Lava Hound, like you're just cooked. Just accept that you're cooked. GG's to Afterlife. We'll hold that L. I'll see you in the next game. Alright, into our last match of the video. Hoping to play against anyone but Lava Hound. I can do any other matchup, but Lava Hound with Dagger Duchess bait is pretty bad. We're going to let one of those Spear Goblins lock on and then go for this Ice Spirit, and that was a relatively decent defense. Could be running a mirror match whenever they just go gang at the bridge, you never know. He had the same idea, both of us trying to protect my princess, but I executed it a little better. Cool. I'm just going to set up for a wall breaker kite here. Oh, never mind. He did defend. I should have known he was going to go barrel. That was my mistake. I just didn't have the Valkyrie cycle right away. Okay, let's see if I can be sneaky here. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's running a traditional log bait, which I have seen make a resurgence in the current meta. I'm going to go cannon here. It's or hover cannon. It's really tempting to go princess when you have Eye Dragon or Inferno Tower up. No login cycle, so I'm going to do this and princess because he's going to have to go for a gang. Nice, and you can see it's going to splash onto the gang. So really good sequence for me. I'm happy with that interaction. I'm going to do this and get ready for like a barrel and see if he goes princess here. The one thing we have going for us is Dagger Duchess is great against the princess, or is great against the barrel. Oh, nice. We forced out a log from him. That's huge. I don't want him to protect this. I'm going to Dark Goblin early just to take care of it. Nice. So decent start. I mean, we had like that mishap on the barrel, but net we played good. Sun is coming through. I broke my curtains, or I broke my blinds, so you're going to have to see Sun God Durkee. Alright, let's just take a chill pill. I like the matchup. I just don't want to give him any rocket value. I just want to be mindful of that, and I want to get to my evil barrel as quickly as possible. Just going to let this go. Nice. Get ready for a double barrel, possibly. Okay, let's see. Nice. There's the double barrel. I feel like we're super ready for it. Wow. Well played to us. This should not touch my tower, if I'm not mistaken. And it will not touch my tower. So really good play. Let's clap right back here. And we're looking good. I don't think you can defend both sides. I should have gone, yes, real barrel on that side was exactly what I wanted. Nice. And we actually get more damage opposite the lane that we were intending to go. So that's cool. I think I timed this right to full counter. Never mind, he played it on the side. Well played. Okay, I don't really need to spend anything on that. Nice. He does that. He hits the Valkyrie. I'm still okay with that, to be honest. I'm going to try and sneak these in. He goes in for the log. We're going to immediately go for the Princess Barrel. Nice. That's going to be great damage. That's exactly what we wanted in that situation. Dark Goblin to take care of the Princess, hopefully. And then, oh, okay, it doesn't. Okay, just got to let this go. Okay, we live. Let's go Wall Breakers here to keep the Princess off of my tower. So far, so good. Those Wall Breakers, one of them is going to connect. Oh, no, it doesn't. Dang. Okay. I need to be careful because if he gets to a point where he feels like he can go for a rocket cycle, it's really, really detrimental to me. So we just got to keep it. We just got to keep it tight. You know what I mean? Tight enough where it doesn't feel like he can go for that cycle. That's all. I'm gonna go in the back here. I think with all of the spam down, he could like maybe miss a log or something. He does. Look at the right. Look at the right. He missed the log. He missed the log. I knew it, dude. That's the thing about this deck is like it's the pressure. Like it gets to people. It really does. I mean, understandably so. There's just so much spam that's happening. It's very easy for you to like, I don't know, misplace a card or something. Let's do this. Keep our princess healthy. Beautiful. And she is gonna stay healthy at least for now. Okay. Nice. That was such a smart rocket, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, but against the Dagger Duchess, it's not like that crazy of a play because you still get really good damage against it. Ooh, what about the other side? Ooh, and yeah, I think that was too much in my opinion. I think that rocket was a little bit of an overcommitment. Mainly because against the Dagger Duchess, even if that hits, it's still pretty much not full counters the barrel, but only gets one hit. GG's too exotic. We're gonna hold that W, and I'll catch you in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot and try it out yourself. I'll also put the deck description in the YouTube description as well, so you can just copy it and open it inside of Clash Royale. So give this deck a try. It is so fun, it is so challenging, and so satisfying. If you find yourself struggling when you're trying to learn this deck, try it with Princess instead of Dagger Duchess. It's a little easier to learn that way. And let me know what you think of the deck. I look forward to reading your comments every single YouTube video. So thank you for you if you comment on the videos. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.